Hi, welcome back to Father of Three Jobs podcast, episode number 20. Whew. It's been a few months now, embarking this journey, and now I'm on episode number 20. So welcome back to my podcast, and today I would like to speak about something that really intrigued, a conversation that was done at work last week. It was we were having lunch on the table, and then we were five guys were on the table. All of us were dads. We were talking about mortgages, about finance, about savings, about interest rates, and then a graduate and a guy who's under his 30s came and sat on the table, our own colleague as well, and he says, "Guys, why are you all always speaking about money?" He says, "Money is not everything." That's what I said. Money is not everything. And all five of us looked at him, and he got the blast of his life, and everyone just attacked him. Everyone just pounced on him, saying that, "Dude, you're not married, you don't have kids, you will never understand that. Money is everything." That's what everyone is trying to tell him. So a debate went on and on, 5 against 1, and he walked like a dog with a tail between his legs. But then I came home and think about it, to start this topic. To be honest, that graduate wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. Because I look at my own life back when I was 28, 29, 30, 31, where I was at my peak of my career, experience, energetic, going all out. Money isn't everything. It's true. I could make money then. I've got a small mortgage. I had, we had debt, not that high, but outgoing wasn't much. But I could spend on clothing. I could spend on food that I want, good drinks, spend on holidays, spend on cars. And, I could spend money. There's nothing stopping me. So really, back then, money isn't everything. Life was more important. Quality of life was important back then. I wanted to spend money. I wanted to enjoy. Obviously, I went to do that, but then I thought, hey, I could make the money back. So back then, 28, 29, 30, 31, before I got married, before I had kids, money really isn't everything. But then when I had my first child, when I held my first child, Audrey, my baby girl in my hand, and when she turned 2, and my wife asked me the question, she said, "Alex, have you checked our finance whether we could afford to send our child to university, because it's not cheap anymore? Can we send it to university?" I look at our sums and I said, damn, 16 years time when she goes to university, if she goes to university, I will not have enough money, because we just got a new house with a garden. We need to change our car, we need to change the baby pram. And then her when she was 2, her brother was coming along as well, 2 kids, and it's like, we can't even send one. How are we going to send 2 kids? So at that time, when you hit 33, 34, you thought money is everything. You are saving every money, you're controlling your debt, you're trying to lower costs, you're trying to do so much. So money then is everything. But funny enough that I went for lunch over 2 days ago. I went over a friend's place for lunch, and this place is really nice, and a really nice guy. I'm not gonna share his name, but he's a really nice guy. He showed me around his house, a really big house. He's got nice cars, he's settled down, he's sending kids to private school. A really good friend, and he's very down to earth. And he's maybe 10 years older than me, but our kids are the same age. But for him, money isn't everything. Money is the least important thing for him. Seriously, send his kids to school. If he doesn't buy anything for his kid, but if he thinks that he needs private medical, he will get it. If he needs a car that brings his a safe car, regardless of the price, he will get it. If his kids needs to go for discovery tuition or anything, if his kids love it, if his kids need to go skiing, he will get it. But unhealthy stuff, obviously he's not gonna. He's a sensible guy. He's not flourish with money. Yes, he is a well-off guy, but money isn't everything. It's secondary to him. Health is more important. Quality of time with the kids is more important to him. Quality time with his friends, his business acquaintances, the trust, with his, the work of his neighbors, the property management, his wealth management, the people that he trusts. Human being trust is more important to him. And I compare myself and him. What is the difference between us besides the fact that he's got a lot more money than me? What is really the difference? How can I get there? It's quite strange. And then, looking back at my notes, I take lots of notes, and the only difference between me and him is the fact that he doesn't have a mortgage, he's got no car debt whatsoever, he doesn't have any issues of money that he needs to, if he loses his job, if he loses his business today, let's say, my mate, if he loses his business, he doesn't have to worry, he's already set aside money, he's got no mortgage, set aside money for his kids going to university if they go to university, or money for them to do business. He doesn't need so much. If he loses all his money, he doesn't have to worry about healthcare cover, insurance, all that money set aside, all the super duper emergency funds are covered. So I'm speaking to you right now. If you do not have mortgage, and you got life insurances covered, you got medical insurances covered, you got money for your kids when they turn 18 or for their wedding or for university, you've got money, emergency fund, that if you lose your job, you got money to live for the rest of your life until retirement, 65. You are not going to worry about money, and money will not be everything. Do you agree? How far are you from that? How far am I from that? That's what makes me think now. I need to get there. I need to get there, obviously, in a moral way. I'm not going to rob the bank, or I need to get myself there. So now I would like to share 3 things that how I'm going to bring myself back to I'm 31, that I do not have to worry about money, how to bring myself back. So 3 simple steps that I am taking, that I'm sharing with you today, is number 1 is multiple source of income. That's what my mate, the rich fella, not rich fella, he's actually nice, really nice fella. He doesn't have to worry. It's multiple source of income. I think in my previous 2-3 episodes of my podcast, I've discussed multiple source of income, things that you can do to allow generation of wealth, generation of money. It could be in an investment form. It could be a side business that you invest in. It could be high expensive goods that appreciate in value they invest in, that brings you income over a long-term period. So multiple source of income is important. You'd be surprised that, if there was 100 people, only 20 people will have multiple source of income. Most of us just live from cash to hand, and hand to mouth. That is how we are today. Do not blame us. It's the society that's selling us too many things that we need to spend on. I'm not even going to get there. Okay? Multiple source of income. Or the second thing that you can do to get yourself to that destination of where money is not everything is, my dad always tells me this: start a business. Start a business. My dad started his own business when he was 30. He started his own architecture business when he was 30. He learned a lot from his boss in an architecture firm. He thought, screw it, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to run the show. I'm going to make the mistakes. I'm going to risk my money. I'm going to risk my time. But at least whatever I get, it's on me. If it's all well, it's on him. If it's risk, he will start up, he'll walk again. My dad fell and he stood up. He fell and he stood up. I'm 38 today. I'm not even started my own business yet. Yes, I've got my podcast. I've got multiple sources coming through. But that's where I want to achieve. So start your own business. You have to think what business you can start, and then go for it. Even it's small, even how big, try not to risk your capital, but try to consider starting on business. That's what I'm trying to do just now. Trying to do business planning, trying to see how much capital I'm going to be spending. So starting on business is one good thing, because you can be your own boss. You make the decision, you finalize it yourself. You can be your own boss. Okay, the third thing, how do we get to the zone where money is not everything, is you have to steer your own boat. That's what, when I first started my job, my mentor told me. He said, Alex, you've got a degree, you've got experience in research, and now you're coming fresh into oil and gas. What do you have to do? You have to steer your own boat. Okay, that's what he told me. You have to command your time. You have to make up your mind where you want to go. Do not allow the company or your boss or your manager to tell you where you want to go. You know where you want to go. You need to tell yourself the time and effort you're spending. Do not get instructions when somebody said go, 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 run through the fence, run through the wall. No, that's not what you want. You want to make sure that you want to go the way you desire. You have to steer your own boat. And there's one thing that I do find, last thing I'd like to share is one thing that I do find that's a huge difference between when I was 32, 33 and myself 38 today, the comparison. Today, Alex Cole at 32, 33, I struggle to sleep properly. And now I'm 38, I work even longer hours, but I can sleep a lot better. Why? Because I'm steering my own boat today. Back at 32, 33, when I was doing lots of overtime, lots of work, high stress level work projects, I was stressed, but I couldn't sleep properly. But today, I'm doing multiple jobs. I'm doing more higher risk, but I can sleep a lot better. Why? Why is that so? Because I'm steering my own boat. How is that any different? Because back when I was 31, 32, 33, when I was doing projects, I was doing lots of overtime, I couldn't sleep because I was worried whatever I do at work, I'll be told off, I'll be sacked, I'll get myself punished at work, disciplined because you did something wrong, something engineering that may have done wrong, because I'm trying to please somebody. I'm trying to please a boss. I'm trying to please a company. I'm not there to create something. I'm given instructions. If whatever I do and the higher up superior disagree with me, or the leaders disagree with you, you worry. You worry because that somebody might come down and tell you, you've done it wrong. You screwed up the company. But now I'm 38. Whatever I do, I'm risking. I'm trying to start a business here, I'm trying to start my podcast. I'm trying to start my blog. I'm putting money in this blog, advertisement and everything. I can go to sleep because I make my own decision. I make my own decision the fact that if it goes wrong, fine. I'm allowed to fail when I'm making my own decision, the own decision that I want to make. But when I was working for somebody back then, the high pressure environment, I'm not allowed to make mistakes. But today, when I'm trying to do my own business, I'm allowed to make mistakes because I make that choice. I knew why I want to make the decision to make that choice. Go to bed, make the choice. So what? I'll wake up the next day and fight some more because I'm not going to be worried about getting sacked because I'm all risking all in. But back at 31, 32, when you're working for somebody, you're worried that you might deliver it wrongly. You might be misunderstanding the communication. That's why I couldn't sleep back then. Now I could. Sorry to go off from tangent, but money is everything. When you make it everything, it makes you worry. You cannot go to sleep. You cannot get to the destination when you cannot command your time. If you're still in that situation where money is everything, you can pull yourself up, but you have to make that plan. You have to make the conscious decision. So what I said, multiple sources of income, starting your own business, steering your own boat, and telling yourself, how much money do you need to secure your nest? That it becomes money, not everything, that you can spend more quality time on the things that you want to do. Think about it. Think about it. I was thinking a lot this week from the conversation when the graduate came. Money is not everything. And I met my friend over lunch. Just coincidence. Life is so much full of coincidence. And look at him and how different we are. Our kids are growing at the same rate. But the time that he spent and the time that I spend with our kids is the same. But he's not worried about money, but I'm always worried about money. Hence me walking my journey today. So I hope you enjoyed episode 20 of my podcast. This is what I really want to share with all my listeners today. And I hope it makes you think. Alright, have a good day guys. Hope you enjoyed my podcast so far. Father of 3 jobs. And see you in the next episode number 21. Take care. Bye.